Hello everybody and welcome to another video. Today I am going to be doing my May wrap up and then also my TBR for June. So let's get started. Okay, so for the month of May I was able to finish 10 books. I know there is a couple days left in the month, but I do want to take a break because I was able to finish 10 books altogether, and that is quite a lot even for me. And so the last 2 days I'm just going to take a little break from reading, calm down if I can. It's kind of hard to stay with my books, especially because they're right next to my bed. I wake up and I look right over at them, so we'll see how that goes. But anyways, so today I'm just going to be doing, I will go over a little bit on what I thought about the books, but if you guys really want to see what I thoroughly thought of the book, I will leave my Goodreads URL below so you guys can head over there and check out my reviews on all the books that I've read. And I do keep it updated every time I finish a book. So like I said, whenever I finish a book, you guys can head over there and you can see my full detail report on it. And then also for the month of June, I will be wanting to read anywhere from 8 to 10 books. I have 7 books picked out, and then I want to pick out 3 more for just in casements if I finish those early. Okay, so the first book that I was able to finish in the month of May was Anna and the French Kiss, and I really thoroughly enjoyed this book. I finished it so quickly. I love it. This is definitely one of my favorite contemporaries that I have ever read, and this is by Stephanie Perkins. I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars. I loved it that much. Basically, it's about a girl named Anna who gets sent over to a school in Paris by her parents, and then she meets this group of people. I don't want to give too much away. I don't like giving spoilers. I like everybody to form their own opinions and be able to be surprised by everything that happens. But yeah, like I said, this is definitely one of my favorite contemporaries now. I loved it so much. It's definitely a must read if you have not read it yet. The second book that I was able to read in the month of May was Teasing by Amanda Maciel, and I think I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. I really did love this book and the message it gave. I did do a review for it, and I will leave the link below for that video. But yeah, it's a good book. I think it's good for people to learn from. So if you haven't read it yet, go ahead and check it out. The next book that I was able to finish, the third book, was the one by Kiera Cass, and I loved this book so much. I know some people are annoyed by America's Singer, which is the main character. This is the third and final book in the trilogy, but I loved it. Bravo, Kiera Cass. I think you did a good job at wrapping up the series. I wasn't bored with it. You didn't put anything in there that was too much, because sometimes authors will put in fillers which don't really need to be there, and I'm so happy that she did not do that. So I think she did a great job. I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. The fourth book I was able to finish in the month of May was Obsidian by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This is definitely one of my new favorite series. I have not started the rest of them yet because I had too much on my TBR for this month, and I'm kind of a mood reader. So even though I'll put stuff on my TBR, I'll kind of switch gears and pick something else off of my bookshelf because that's how I am. So I don't know how else to explain it. But this is another book I gave 5 out of 5 stars. I loved it. Jennifer L. Armentrout, you did such a beautiful job with this series, and I am obsessed with Damien Black, so 2 thumbs up for me. The fifth book that I was able to finish was The Key by T.L. Coulter. See if I can get it up for you guys. And I love this book. Basically, The Key is about a girl. God, it's so hard for me to tell you guys without giving too much away. Basically, here's what I'll tell you. It has magic, love, fighting, everything that you'd want in a book. So if you have not checked it out, you need to. Again, it's called The Key by T.L. Coulter, and I will show you guys the cover for it one more time. She sent it to me on my Kindle, and I rushed through this book within a day. It was so good, and there is another one coming out. She told me it's in, I think it's being edited right now, so I cannot wait till that comes out. I will let you guys know when it does, because I know I will definitely be going out and I will be buying it and reading it. The next book that I was able to finish in the month of May was The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. I wanted to read this again because the movie is coming out in like, what is it, like 7 days. So yeah, exactly 7 days, because the premiere will be next Thursday. So I am so pumped for this movie. So I wanted to get a refresher on it. I wanted to read it again. This is another one of my favorite contemporaries, and I loved it, and I love John Green so much. He does a brilliant job, so definitely 5 out of 5 stars for me. These next 2 books that I was able to finish are the first 2 books in a trilogy. Now, I have heard nothing about these 2 books on BookTube at all whatsoever, or anywhere else, but I was walking in Walmart looking in the book section, and this one book caught my eye. Literally, because on the cover of these books, they have eyes on them. This is the one, this is the second book. It's called Bang in the trilogy by Lisa McMahon. This is the one that caught my eye, and then I went home and I decided to do some research on it. So I went to my library here on base, and I got the first book in the trilogy, which is called Crash, and this is so amazing. I sped through these so quickly. These are they're not long books. They're very thin and easy to read and to get through. Okay, so the best way I can explain it is it's kind of like Final Destination mixed with Romeo and Juliet. Now the parts that I think are kind of like Romeo and Juliet is because these people aren't supposed to be together. Like their families are rivalries. Now I don't want to give too much of this away, but if you guys have not read these yet, I am dead serious when I say this. You guys need to go out, pick these up, or get them on your Kindle, your iPad, whatever it is you need to get them on, but you need to read these because these were so wonderful. Again, these are called Crash and Bang, and I gave these both, I gave these both 4 out of 5 stars. So I thoroughly enjoyed these ones. They were very entertaining, and I love the main characters, so you need to go and check these ones out. And then the third book comes out June 3rd, actually, so it's coming up, and I'm very, very excited about that. The next book I was able to finish was the Statistically, kind of botched that up a little bit, didn't I? The Statistical Probability of Love at First Sight by Jennifer E. Smith. And this is another one that I breezed right through. I think I gave this one, if I'm not mistaken, I think I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. But I really love this one. It was so fascinating, and it's from a different perspective. Like, there's so many things where people fall in love and then something happens, blah blah blah, but this is completely different perspective because it follows a girl. She's going to England to go to her father's wedding, and then basically she falls in love with this boy in a 24-hour time period, and he falls in love with her, and it's so sweet and romantic, and it's just a wonderful contemporary. I got this from the library, but I am going to be purchasing it because I loved it so much, and it's definitely, for me, I would say it's a good must read for anybody who loves contemporary books. And then last, of course, but not least, the last book that I was able to finish in the month of May was City of Heavenly Fire. I waited forever for this, 2 years to be exact, and I could not wait. I actually ordered this off of Barnes & Noble, and the funny thing is I ordered it as a signed copy because, of course, you guys know Barnes & Noble do have them, and I get it in the mail today, and guess what? There's no signature. Yeah. So what I do, I called Barnes & Noble and I told them about it. I wanted my signed copy from Cassandra Clare because she's one of my favorite authors. And guess what? They're out of them. Magically. I don't know how. But I've had this ordered for months, and you magically don't have any more? No, I don't think so. But whatever. They offered me to see if I wanted to send it back, but really, what would be the point of that? I'm not letting this go now, especially if I can't get a signed copy. So anyways, the night that it was released on the 27th, I could not wait to get this in the mail because I knew it was going to take a while. Like I said, it came in today. So what I did, I went and purchased it, an ebook, and I read through it in a day. I could not put this thing down. I loved it so much. I'm telling you, if you guys have not read the Mortal Instruments series, I don't know who you are, but you guys need to get off here, quit watching my video, go out and get it right now, okay? Like, not joking, right now. Go get it. Seriously. Seriously. Okay? Alright. But anyways, I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. This was the perfect ending to this series, and I will definitely be rereading it again. What I'm going to do is I think I'm going to do the Infernal Devices trilogy and then reread the Mortal Instruments series because I love these so much. This is definitely, I would have to say, up there with my favorites of being Harry Potter. And this is such a huge book. I don't even know how I read through it in a day, but I absolutely loved it. So anyways, that's all I have for my May wrap up. Now we can move on to my TBR for the month. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with my, my TBR jar. So we can get started with this. And I'm going to be pulling 3 books out of this just for if I finish my other books, and then I will move on to this one's here. So let's get started. All right. Okay, so the first book, the Eve series by Anna Carey. So it'll probably be just the first one. So I will leave that. I'm trying so hard not to look. I promise I'm not looking. Okay, The Left Hand of Darkness by Ursula Le Guin. I've been wanting to read this for a very long time, so I will definitely dive in that. And that's a really short book, so I probably will get to that one. Okay, and then last, Shelley Crane books. I'm trying to think. I don't know which ones those are. I don't know, we'll figure it out. Okay, so those are those 3 books that I have for the extras, and then we will move on to my picks. So the first book that I have chosen to read for the month of June is Clockwork Angel from Cassandra Clare. The second book being Clockwork Prince by Cassandra Clare, and then the third book being Clockwork Princess by Cassandra Clare. I do plan on reading all 3 of these for the month of June, and I cannot wait to dive into these. The next book that I want to read for the month of June would be My Life Next Door by Becca Fitzpatrick. I have not read this one yet, and I've been dying to read it. I've been eyeballing it for months, so I cannot wait to read this one. And then the next 2 books that I will be reading are Cinder and Scarlet by Marissa Meyer, and depending on how much I love these 2, I might even move on to read the third book. What is that one? Cress. So I'm going to read those ones also. And then I want to try to get into Game of Thrones. We'll see how I do with this one because the lettering is really small and it's kind of a thick book. So we'll see how it goes. But anyways, that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed my video. Don't forget to rate and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Bye! Mwah.